Hello. Rec Room is different. That's a pretty obvious statement. Ever since its conception, this game has transformed from iconic little bean bodies enjoying a fun and well-crafted game to the same thing, but it's a child's first drawing of a human walking around with microtransactions stuck all over it. So as a long-term player since 2018, I wanted to return to this mess to see how good or bad it's gotten.
Yep, that's what I was doing.
And check out whatever the even younger demographic with unrestricted access to the internet is spending their limitless amounts of free time on. Oh, I'm gonna regret Before going in, I had a little cruise around the latest UI Rec Room has to offer. I've kept up to date with its iterations over time, and so I've learned how to navigate it, which is exactly the problem, if to learn how to navigate it. I don't know, but something about the old menu's cute physical buttons always felt second nature, and it was much easier to click in my opinion. Something about this just screamed another VR game. But credit where credit is due, the aesthetics and layout are quite fitting and visually pleasing, so it's going to BTS. See you next week. As painted on my list of 5, I want to try out one of the oldest Rec Room originals again, Paintball. This simple little game mode has consistently stayed at the top of the Rec Room original rating list, scoring about 1.2 million likes, and for good reason. It's simple, high skill ceiling, and it's got impressive map design, I will give it that. Like, genuinely, some of the maps just look beautiful. The only map added since I started playing in 2018 was Drive-In in about 2020, but there are plenty of others with their own unique, if flawed designs. I swear, sometimes you will die to some of the most absolutely broken shit in this game, whether that's a grenade through a wall, a cluster of grenades swarm being hit, a level 1 with the IQ of a microwave fork with the luckiest shot you've ever seen, with a paintball pistol I just learned how to use. Anything goes really, and maps like Clear Cut and Quarry make you a potential target for shooting in someone's general direction and winning somehow. I still love that satisfying shotgun pump though. For returning players, I would absolutely recommend this, as the couple new weapons are fun but kinda broken. I mean, you can kinda just abuse mine, throw them on ceilings, walls, floors, whatever the fuck you want really.
Oh, bro. Fucking idiot. You idiot.
And the paint thrower is just, I mean, you should be illegal to hold 2 of those.
No.
Still, you can never stop a talented gambler like me from shooting in someone's general direction and winning somehow. Alright, next up is Rec Rally. I played it once. Yeah, the newer Rec Room originals have a tendency to be lackluster. It's a totally sound game mode, don't get me wrong. Cars control are right and feel nice and weighty. It's just with a map selection of literally 1, and having one mistake be a one-way ticket to being chronically behind for the rest of the race. It's hard to come back to this one. Quick tip, the more you drink, the faster the car goes. This RRO being unreplayable really sucks, because at the time we had waited ages for a new Rec Room original. And to have this come out and be our only breath of fresh air is kind of a letdown. And honestly, in my opinion, it just says more as map makers having tools to play with more than anything substantial. If you're returning to this game, you can give it like a couple of rounds, and that's about it really. That's about all I can say about it. Oh, but despite Rec Rally, you know what? Make it to midnight, peak. Finally, a time when Rec Room listened to its community and actually gave us an in-depth game mode, which I wasn't expecting. I was expecting this to be like the last 2, Showdown and Rec Rally. They were quite lackluster in just how much you could do, but then Make It to Midnight comes in with a lot of depth, you know, compared to the one-off tech demos we had before that. It really shines as a decent example of what Rec Room is capable of in terms of game design. No other player-made room could ever come close to that really, because the polish of a Rec Room original and the design that they can put into it, because they're a paid team of professionals. It's good, it's a lot, I really like it. But they can also just do things that the regular people can't. They can add leveling systems and free rewards and abilities. It's really outside the scope of proper made rooms. But finally, the amount of like strategy and replayability in this game mode is genuine, and I was surprised to see how fun it is to come back to. And having new abilities to unlock with a higher level just incentivizes you to play more. I have a pretty hard time knocking this one. I'm trying not to be as negative for this, but the only really criticism I can give it is that at the start they did have a ton of bugs. There were quite a few out of match ones, missing GUIs. Monkey's hand would just swing on itself for some reason. It was really fucking annoying, but after a quick spin and polish on the balancing, I give this game a solid recommendation. If anyone wanting to return to this game, I would absolutely check it out. It's pretty fucking good. Back when I started, we only had CV1 and they're recently developing CV2. While I was originally intending to see individual rooms of each type, I feel like it would stretch this video out too long, and I'd rather summarize what we had. PvPs, at least that's all it felt like. The limited capabilities of these platforms means we have to find creative ways around ink limits. Outside of some highly made but really niche rooms, big open maps with stock weapons was the forefront of Rec Room at that point, and it was still just quite fun anyways, just to duke it out and pretend like there's actual meaning to what we're doing, but really we're just killing each other on a big ass map. You know, PvPs were just kind of everywhere, and they probably will be for a while. But, you know, nowadays we have Rec Room Studio, which, while it's still in development, the opportunity of allowing players to actually put Unity assets in the game just opens the floodgates to what players can make. Although it can easily dog on the people who just create straight up Roblox games, use their profile picture and everything just to rip off Roblox and bring in players. I'd be lying if there wasn't quite a few solid time wasters. I went into a tier list maker and ordered Mario Kart characters based on smashability. Got my ass handed to me in Blade Bowl by kids talking about the dreaded singing toilet.
Fed skibidi toilet. Skibidi toilet is the Albie's more sick.
Are you the new girl?
I even mined those for about 3 minutes in an overly monetized brain rot simulator. I swear to god, every time I tried to like pick something up in that game, it cost something. Whether it was in-game like little points or just money. Oh, I wonder why it costs money.
Hey there, thank you for giving me your time. I hope you enjoyed what I made. This took like the whole last month and a half of editing, I think. Keyframing's like really fucking difficult, by the way. But no, I had a lot of fun. I actually learned quite a bit doing this, so talking in front of talking to myself is kind of fucking difficult though. It's so weird to just sit and talk, but I'm not really talking to anyone, just talking to me, you know? I wanted to try out making videos for so long, like years at this point, but no, I'm glad I could actually get around to doing something. That being said, I don't like the script I made really. I kind of don't agree with it, which is weird because I writ it, but I went through like 5 different revisions, and honestly I just got bored of writing the script over and over, and I didn't want to quit on this because otherwise I just would have went back to doing nothing again. So I just kind of had to follow through with it when I realized it was kind of a bad idea. But hey, I hope you liked it. Maybe you should do that. Oh, I hate that like cringe sentence though. I can't bring myself to say press the like and subscribe. I can't fucking ew.